Everybody, it's Bill with Franklin Loan Center. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday the 23rd of February. Jeez, yesterday, happy Tuesday. But anyway, wanted to just talk about credit today. And so, with getting a mortgage, obviously, I mean, my question was, does credit really matter? The answer is absolutely yes. I mean, the credit's the one thing that's going to arguably make the biggest difference. I mean, in your rate and program and all of that stuff. Obviously, income and employment, your down payment, all these things kind of go in, and they all kind of get to the point of creating a rate for you. But that credit score is so critical. So I just wanted to kind of just talk a little bit about that. I mean, there's a bunch of moving parts to credit, right? But so that just generally speaking, the higher your credit, the better your rate is going to be, right? And I think it's there's one little cautionary tale. So many of us are watching our credit now on things like Credit Karma and all these different credit watch programs that are out there. These things are fantastic. They're really great. I think everybody should be using them because they do give you a sense of what your trending is in your credit score, right? And they also alert you when any changes have happened, any stuff like that. So you just got to kind of watch. It's great to be able to keep an eye on, but keep in mind that credit score that they give you, it is not. I mean, sometimes you do actually get a FICO score, but the credit algorithms, I think FICO has 8 or 10 different credit algorithms, as you would expect. Mortgage uses the roughest one, which means that our score is typically going to pull lower than most other scores. But don't let that deter you. I mean, you should definitely be keeping an eye on your credit. But yeah, with as far as like where you need to be, I mean, for conventional lending, for conventional FHA and VA, really anything over 740 is like overkill, so to speak. You've hit the pinnacle, right? I mean, you're going to get anything over that's not going to stop helping your credit score. When you're talking about jumbo loans, you'll see improvements all the way up over 800. So that, credit score really plays a large part going all the way up through, I don't know if there's any improvements beyond 800. I don't know of a single lender that does that, but certainly in fact, I had one just recently where we had pre-approved them a few months earlier. They were like 790, which is very good credit. But then their credit was going to expire once they finally got into contract to buy a house, so we re-pulled it, and they were over 800 and actually improved their rate. So that's great. So you kind of obviously, I mean, anything in the sevens usually is going to really be a nice credit score. Anything in the mid to upper 600s, kind of what I would consider middle credit, or kind of just average credit, and then kind of below that is where things can start to get dicey. I should say though, I mean, we can work with scores down to 580. We can get regularly, and then even under 580 in a couple of very loose circumstances that can happen. So I just kind of wanted to get a general sense. Like, credit is one of those things that if you're thinking about buying a house at all, check your credit right away. Get a sense of what's going on. If you're, like I've got kids in their early and mid 20s. When they're, I mean, I've been preaching to them for a while, like, get credit early. Don't wait until you want to buy a house and then go get a credit card, because it's now it's going to take you some time to build up some credit. So anyway, if there's any questions on this stuff, it's a super complicated issue, but I do want to just point out the importance of it. Good credit is obviously very important, but even for people that don't have great credit, still programs out there, but it's going to cost you in the rate. So I'm Bill with Franklin Loan Center. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all next week.